Hello guys, and welcome back to another beginner-friendly tutorial where I will show you 5 must-know transitions in After Effects for beginners. Let's get started. Before we continue, if you want these exact shakes, I've linked my AM Film Shake preset pack in the description. Just drag and drop and your edits instantly look more dynamic. Alright, let's get back to it. The first one is a smooth seamless zoom made with just one effect. First, create a new adjustment layer. Scroll to the point where your two clips meet, and from that point go 10 frames backward by holding Shift and pressing Page up. Trim the layer at that point by holding Alt and pressing the opening bracket key. Next, move to the middle point again, and from there go 15 frames forward by holding Shift and pressing Page down. Holding Shift and pressing Page down moves 10 frames forward, and to move only 5 more frames, press Page down 5 times without holding Shift. Now scroll to the beginning of the adjustment layer and apply the transform effect. Click the scale stopwatch icon to add a keyframe. Next, move to the middle point between your two clips and increase the scale to 300. Finally, go to the end of the layer and set the scale back to 100. Now press U on your keyboard to reveal the keyframes, select all of them, and press F9 to easy ease them. Then open the graph editor, right-click, choose Edit Speed Graph, and create a smooth curve similar to mine. Close the graph editor and make sure motion blur is enabled on the layer. To add even more motion blur, under the transform effect uncheck use composition shutter angle and increase the shutter angle to the maximum. Now preview the transition. The second one is the mask reveal transition, which used to be very popular in car edits and is still widely used today. First, scroll to the beginning of your second clip and duplicate it. Right-click on the duplicated layer, go to Time, and choose Freeze Frame. From that point, hold Shift and press Page up 3 times to go 30 frames backward. Overlap the frozen image by those 30 frames, and make sure to trim the ending right where the second clip starts. Now pre-compose that layer. Name it Mask to stay organized, and make sure Move All Attributes and Adjust Composition Duration are selected, then click OK. Now we need to isolate the car. You can do this manually with the pen tool, but it takes more time to create a precise mask. Another option is the Roto Brush tool. I'm using the latest version of After Effects, which includes the Object Matte tool. It works similarly to Roto Brush, but it can select the object with a single click. The selection is complete, but there's a small issue here, so I'll quickly fix it using the Quick Selection tool. Now I can click Freeze and wait for the analysis to finish. Once it's complete, close the rotoscoping window. Now we have a clean masked car layer that we can animate. To create the reveal transition, you can animate either the scale or position property. Both work well, but the position animation was especially popular in older car edits. I'll animate the position property. Scroll to the end of the mask layer and click the position stopwatch icon to add a keyframe. Then go to the beginning of the layer and animate either the X or Y position depending on your preference. I'll animate the Y position by dragging the layer all the way down. Now select both keyframes and press F9 to easy ease them. Next, open the graph editor, right-click, make sure Edit Speed Graph is selected, and create a smooth curve similar to mine. Now preview the transition. To make it look even smoother, enable motion blur on the mask layer. To make the effect feel complete, I'll add a shake effect from the AM Film Shakes pack. You can get the pack from the link in the description below. Let's quickly preview the final result. The third one is the easiest transition to make. It's the flash transition, which I use in almost every edit. To create it, all we need is a single solid layer. Let's name it Flash to stay organized, and make sure the solid matches your composition size by clicking Make Comp Size. Next, click the color box and choose white. Click OK to save everything. Now scroll to the beginning of the layer where you want to apply the flash effect and trim the beginning. Then move 10 frames forward and trim the end of the layer as well. Go back to the beginning and click Toggle Switches / Modes, then change the flash layer's blend mode to overlay. Next, press T on your keyboard to reveal the opacity property and click the stopwatch icon to add a keyframe at the beginning of the flash layer. Then move to the end of the layer and change the opacity to 0%. Now we can preview the transition. The fourth transition is called the Luma Fade, and you can create it using 2 different effects. You can use the gradient wipe effect, which I use most of the time and have already covered in several tutorials, or you can use the Luma key effect. Both work in a very similar way, so it depends on your personal preference. To create the Luma Fade transition, first overlap your 2 clips, then scroll to the beginning of the top layer and apply the Luma key effect. Click the threshold stopwatch icon to add a keyframe and set the threshold value to the maximum. Next, move to the point where the bottom clip ends and set the threshold back to 0. Now you can preview the result. To make the transition feel smoother, increase the edge feather value to your preference. The fifth and last transition is the directional push transition. It's not the most popular one, but you'll still see people using it. To create it, first make a new adjustment layer, then go to the middle point between your two clips, move 20 frames backward, and trim the beginning of the layer there. Go back to the middle point again, move 20 frames forward, and trim the end of the layer as well. Now scroll to the beginning of the layer and apply the motion tile and directional blur effects. At the beginning of the layer, click the tile center stopwatch icon to add a keyframe. Next move to the end of the layer and shift the X position all the way to the right, making sure the clip stays perfectly aligned. Go back to the beginning of the layer and click the blur length stopwatch icon to add a keyframe, and set it to 0. Then move to the end of the layer, next press U to reveal all keyframes, and add another blur length keyframe at the end. Now move to the middle of the layer and set the blur length to around 120. You may notice some black edges, so to fix this, increase the output width to 150. Select the tile center keyframes and press F9 to easy ease them. Then open the graph editor and create a smooth curve similar to mine. Once done, enable motion blur on the layer and preview the transition. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.